Tanu Khatri. Hello. Might be she is having a problem with her connection. Naitik. Komal.
Yes, ma'am.
Great. Now coming to factors affecting working capital requirement of a business. What all factors affect the working capital requirement of a business? In the last class, we have studied about the fixed capital and the factors affecting fixed capital requirement of a business. So I hope up till now आपको मतलब समझ आ गया होगा working capital का. Right now, working capital is two types: gross and net working capital. It is a capital required for day-to-day working of the organization. Now, when we are solving this, when we are doing this question, factors affecting working capital, the way to write the answer, what you have to think in your mind when you are writing about this answer, working capital, think about cash, all the current assets, cash, stock, your debtors, right? Think that in mind, and then you try to understand it, right? Whenever you are solving this question, writing in the exams, think about all the current assets, the gross working capital wala concept, the sum of current assets, that is your cash, your debtors, your stock, right? Think about these things, and then you can easily write the answer. Now first, nature of business. There are two types of business: trading organization, trading business, or manufacturing, right? So in manufacturing business, you require more working capital or less working capital? You tell. There are two forms of business. Yes, anybody?
In manufacturing, we require more working capital.
Very good. In manufacturing organization, yeah, manufacturing nature of business, we require more working capital because we need stock, and that stock will be in raw material form, work in progress, and in the finished goods format. Whereas when we are trading, when we are having trading form of business organization, we are just procuring the final finished product and then selling it to customer. We are not manufacturing. Whereas when under manufacturing form of business organization, what we are doing, we are taking a raw material. So raw material will be there, then work in progress, half finished goods will be there, and the final finished goods will be there, right? So under manufacturing form of organization, more working capital will be required in comparison to the trading organization. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Great. Now second, scale of operations. One more thing, when we have done that fixed capital requirement wala part, in that we have done so many points, but 3 points are common in both of them. That is nature of business wala heading, scale of operations wala heading, and growth prospects wala heading. It is common in these two topics, that is fixed capital requirement and working capital requirement. Now coming to scale of operations, I have told on two spaces, there are two scales in which a business can operate: large scale and small scale. If the business is operating on a large scale, will it require more working capital or less working capital?
More working capital now.
Very good. If the business is operating on a larger scale, it will require more working capital, it will need more cash, it will need more stock, right? Whereas if it is operating at a smaller level, at a smaller scale, it will require less cash and less stock, right? Because it is operating at a very small level. Coming to third, is it clear? Second one, scale of operations.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Great. Now, before that, let's do this point: seasonal factors. Now, as you all know that certain products are there which are in demand in a particular season. Like you take example of ACs or ice creams. They are demanded in summers, and the rest of the year they are having less demand. Similarly, umbrellas, they are demanded in a particular season, that is rainy season. Nobody will purchase it in summer, right? Except for just a few ones to take protection from the sun or something. But most of the demand is in the a rainy season for the raincoats and for the umbrellas. So some products are there which are seasonal, which are having peak season and lean season, right? Like you take the example of ice creams. The peak season is summer, and the lean season, LEN, lean season is the other seasons. They're all the art from summers. Taking examples of raincoats, the peak season is rainy season, whereas the other seasons, winter, summer, is the lean season. Now, you tell me, during peak season of a product, will it require more working capital or less working capital? During peak season, when the demand is very high, more working capital will be required by the company or less working capital?
More.
Very good. During peak season of ice cream, more working capital, more cash will be required, more stock and inventory will be required to purchase, to produce the ice cream, right? But during lean season, less working capital will be required, less cash, less raw materials, because nobody is purchasing the ice creams or the umbrellas in the lean season, right? So during peak season of a product, more working capital is required, whereas during the lean season, less working capital is required. Now coming to business cycle, the third point. As I have told you previously also, business passes through various stages, right? One is the boom, and the other extreme is the depression. Boom means when the demand is very much high, right? Boom period, right? Very much high demand, sales are going on exceptionally well. So when there is a boom period for the market, for the product, more production will take place because the demand is exceptionally high, so more working capital will be required. Whereas during depression, business is falling under a depression phase. The demand is very low, no sale is there, no profit they are making. During that time, low working capital, less working capital will be required, because no production is going place, no, not taking place. So you will not need much of the inventory to produce the goods, because there is not so much demand. So business passes through various stages or cycles. The one extreme is the boom period, where demand is exceptionally high, and the other is the depression period, where demand is very low, right? Where production is very low, no sales, less profit, very less profit. So when there's boom period going on for a business, more production will take place, and more working capital will be required, more cash will be required, more stock will be required. So because production is very much high, demand is very much high. But when it is compared to depression phase, less production will be there, because less demand is there, less cash will be there, and less stock will be there. And working capital is all about the sum of the current assets, that is cash in hand, cash in bank, stock, work in progress, raw materials, and finished goods. Are these 4 points clear to you? Nature of business, scale of operations, business cycle, and seasonal factors.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Now coming to the fifth point, credit allowed. Now, when it comes to credit allowed, what do you mean by credit?
Borrowed or something.
Neha?
Ma'am, borrowed or
Okay,
something.
उधार, credit allowed. Okay, great. आप कितना उधार allow करते हैं, right? Credit allow करते हैं, right? How much credit? You are an organization. I have told you, whenever you are doing any question, you have to think from an organization perspective, right? You are an organization. How much udhar you are allowing to your customer? How much credit is being allowed to your customer, right? Now, suppose take two cases. If you are allowing, first read it. If credit is allowed by a concern to its customers, then it will require more working capital. But if goods are sold on cash basis, then less working capital is required. Meaning, suppose you are an organization, right? Neha, you are an organization, and there are two scenarios. In one, you are allowing credit. आप उधार पे सामान दे रहे हैं to your customer. And the second scenario is you are only selling on cash basis, right? In which of the case more working capital will be required? In case number one, more working capital will be required. The logic behind this is, suppose Neha, you are giving udhar, the credit to your customers. Customer is Preyash. You are selling goods on credit to Preyash. So, and you are selling it to Netik also, Preetam also, and to Tanushri also, and to this Tanvi also. There are a lot of students, and you are selling the goods on credit to the the students to the customers. So in all, what will increase? आपका क्या increase हो रहा है? Debtor बढ़ रहे हैं?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello? Your debtor
Yes,
will
ma'am.
increase when you are giving credit to the customers. In all, your debtor is increasing. Debtor
Yes,
comes
ma'am.
under current assets. Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. When you are giving credit to the customers, in all आपके debtor बढ़ रहे हैं. Debtor comes under current assets. Current assets equals to working capital. So debtor बढ़ेंगे तो working capital भी बढ़ेगी. So when credit is allowed by an organization to the customer, it will require more working capital. But if the goods are sold on on cash basis only, less working capital will be required. Right? Is it clear? If you are giving credit, once again I'll repeat that, if you are giving credit, आप उधार पे सामान बेच रहे हैं to your customers, then in case आपके क्या बढ़ रहे हैं? Debtors बढ़ रहे हैं, right? Debtors कौन होते हैं? जिनको आपने उधार पे सामान दिया हुआ होता है, right? In future they will give money to you. Debtor comes under the heading current assets, right? So current assets आपने पढ़े थे, working capital means sum total of current assets. राइट, करंट एसेट्स में डेटर बढ़ गए तो आपका वर्किंग कैपिटल भी बढ़ गया, डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल है. इज इट क्लियर?
Yes, ma'am.
Prayash,
Yes, ma'am.
anybody else who is having a problem? No problem? Great. So credit allowed, like how the organization is allowing the credit to the customer. Now credit availed, you are the same organization, how much credit you are availing from your suppliers, the other way of the cycle, the other way of the chain. Credit availed, you are the same Neha organization. Earlier the case was how much udhar you are allowing to your customer. If you are giving the goods on credit, in all आपके debtors बढ़ते हैं तो working capital बढ़ता है. Credit availed, how much credit you are availing as an organization from your suppliers, right? आप कितना उधार ले रहे हैं from your suppliers. If a firm is able to purchase raw materials on credit from its suppliers, then less working capital will be required. Anybody? Suppose Neha, you are the same organization and you are purchasing raw materials udhar pe from your suppliers, right? आप उधार पे सामान ले रहे हैं, then you will be needing less working capital. Why? Because you are not paying him or her the cash instantly, you are taking it on credit. आपका कैश कम लग रहा है, कैश कम मतलब आपका करंट एसेट कम, तो वर्किंग कैपिटल भी लो, कम. I will repeat it again. Credit availed by the organization, credit allowed by the organization, right? Is it clear? Earlier we have discussed in these 2 points, student gets confused. Credit allowed by the organization to the customer, this way of the chain. Credit availed by the organization from the suppliers. Kitna udhar pe saman, raw material he is taking from the suppliers. And credit allowed means kitna credit pe udhar pe saman de rahe hain to the customer, right? Now we have discussed about credit allowed. Credit availed means how much amount of credit on the goods they are taking on credit from their suppliers. When the organization is taking the goods on credit, udhar pe saman lete hain from the suppliers, so unki working capital requirement will be less because he is not paying to the supplier in cash. Agar cash kam lagega तो वर्किंग कैपिटल भी कम हो गई, बिकॉज वर्किंग कैपिटल इज इक्वल टू द सम ऑफ करंट एसेट्स, एंड करंट एसेट्स में क्या आता है? कैश एट हैंड, कैश एट बैंक. When you are not paying in cash to your suppliers, you are taking it on credit, less cash, less working capital. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Clear? Great. Next, listen. Now you tell me level of competition. There are 2 scenarios. If there is higher level of competition and there is low level of competition, you tell me, if there is higher level of competition, will you require more working capital or less working capital? Lot of competition is there in your product line. So will you require more working capital or you will require less working capital? Anyone
More.
apart
More.
from Neha and Prayesh? Anyone? Tanu, Vanshita. Hello, Vanshita. Am I audible to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I was asking, there are two scenarios of competition. If there is more competition and if there is less competition, in which of the two cases will you require more working capital? In case of more competition or in case of less competition?
More competition.
Very good, great, very good, Vanshita. There are two scenarios: level of competition, more competition is there, a lot of other competitors are there in your product line, and there is low level of competition, lot of competition is not there. When there is a lot of competition in your product line, बहुत सारे competitors होते हैं, then you will need more working capital because you need more stock to be ready at you. Otherwise, people will go to your competitor and purchase the product. Right? If suppose I'm having a departmental store nearby my shop, there are 5 more departmental store. Lot of competition is there. I will need more working capital because if I am not having a ready-made stock of the products, people will go. The customers will go to the other departmental store to purchase the product. Right? So I need to have stock in hand, finished goods in hand, and finished goods stock means current assets. So I need to have good amount of current assets, so my working capital requirement will be high. Whereas if my business is operating at a low level of competition, I do not have much competition around me, I have only a single shop of mine that is there in my locality of departmental store. In that case, I will need less of working capital because even if I am keeping less amount of stock, people will not be going here and there. They'll be asking me only to bring the stuff. Right? So this was about level of competition. Now growth prospects. A very simple point, if you have understood the concept, growth prospects. If the firm, if the organization is planning to expand in the future, will it require more working capital or less? Hello. If the firm
Ma'am,
is
more.
planning to, sorry, Neha, you were not audible.
More. More
More,
when we
great.
need to expand.
Very good. If the firm is having growth prospects, if the firm is planning to expand in the near future, it will require more working capital because it will need more of inventory, more of cash to increase the scale of production, to purchase more raw material, to purchase more inputs, to purchase more machinery, plant, etc. Whereas if the firm is not having any growth prospects, it will require low working capital as it need not to invest anywhere. Now coming to inflation, seventh point, inflation. Inflation, rise in prices. Very simple. If the prices are rising and if the prices are not rising, two situations always. If the prices are rising, inflate हो रही हैं, then will you require more working capital or less working capital? Prices are rising. Earlier, suppose you are having 10 rupees, and earlier before inflation, you can purchase 5 toffees out of rupees 10. Now prices have risen. In 10 rupees, you can purchase only 3 toffees. So what will happen? Your working capital, if prices are rising, inflation is there, will you require more working capital or less working capital?
More working capital.
Very good. If prices are rising, you will require more working capital. Working capital means cash in hand, cash at bank, stock. I have told you, whenever you are writing the answer, this answer, think only about the current assets, only about gross working capital. Don't go by the concept of net working capital, right? Minus current liability. When you are thinking about writing the answer, think about all the current assets. You can easily write the answer, right? Inflation, rise in prices. And you have 10 rupees earlier. Before inflation, you used to buy 5 toffees out of rupees 10. Now prices have risen. Now you can buy in 10 rupees only 3 toffees, right? So you need more cash to purchase 5 toffees. So in all, when prices are rising, you need more of a working capital. Is it clear? Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Is it clear? Yeah, great. Now, availability of raw material, next point. Availability of raw materials. Now, if the raw materials are easily available, and if the scenario raw materials are not easily available. Now, if the raw materials are easily available, this is also an important factor affecting your working capital requirement. If the raw materials are easily available, in that case, the firms can manage with less amount of working capital. Why? Because if they are easily available, they need not to maintain a stock of raw materials. But if the raw materials are not easily available, then the firms need to have a large amount of inventory to carry on the business. And when we are talking about inventory and stock, it means current assets and it means working capital. So if the raw materials, if the stock is easily available, then you need not to maintain large amount of working capital. If the raw materials are easily available, then you can manage with low amount of working capital because it is easily available, you can easily order. But if the raw materials are not easily available, you need to maintain a large amount of stock to carry on your operations, right? One more concept is given in your book regarding this is lead time. A lead time means the time gap between placement of order and actual receipt of order. Very simple point. You all must be ordering from the e-commerce site Flipkart, Myntra, right? Suppose you have given the order today, but you will be receiving after a week or after 15 days or after 2 days, 3 days, right? This is known as lead time. Lead time means the time lag, the time gap between placement of order and the actual receipt of order. आपने ऑर्डर कब किया, प्लेस कब किया, एंड आपको एक्चुअल ऑर्डर कब मिला, इनके बीच के टाइम को कहते हैं लीड टाइम, right? So suppose I have given an example, quoted an example. Suppose I have ordered a good on 1st July 2020 and I received it on 5th July 2020. The other option is I have given an order on 1st July 2020 and I have received on 15 July 2020. First of all, tell me इनमें से lead time किसका ज़्यादा है? Which scenario is having more lead time?
Second one.
Hello. Second one is having more lead time, right? First one mein you are placing an order on 1st, getting it on 5th, right? Only 5 days ka gap. Second situation, 1st July, getting it on 15 days ka gap. So lead time means a time gap between the placement and the actual receipt. So the time gap you have told, the lead time of second scenario is more. So larger the lead time, larger the quality, larger the quantity of materials will be stored and larger will be the working capital requirement. How? Suppose I am into kurti manufacturing business, right? And I have ordered for the raw material on 1st of July. I need not to maintain large amount of working capital because I know I'll be getting the order within 5 days and my production will not be disturbed. But the second scenario, I have ordered the raw material 1st of July and I know it will take 15 days or 20 days to get the raw materials. In that case, if the lead time is more, I need to maintain large amount of inventory with me so that my production is not disturbed. If I'm devoid of, if I'm not having raw material, how will I produce? How will I stock raw materials, the finished product, work in progress? So jitna zyada lead time hoga, the more the gap between the placement of order and the receipt of order, the more the time, the more working capital will be required because you cannot sit idle. You cannot wait for the raw material for 15 days and you cannot sit back ki aaram se production will be there. No, production should be continuous. You need to keep on producing the goods. You cannot sit for 15 days idle and wait for the raw materials to come and then you will start with the production of your kurti, right? So larger the lead time, larger will be the amount of working capital required. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Now coming to production cycle. Production cycle. Lead time was the time gap between the placement of order and the receipt of order, which you all people can or are doing also when you are ordering the stuff through online sites. Now production cycle, like produce होने में कितना time लगता है? The production cycle is a time span or time gap between the receipt of raw material and their conversion into finished goods. How much time it is taking to produce the final good from the raw material, right? Working capital requirement will be higher in firms with longer processing cycle and lower in firms with shorter processing cycle. Now, when it comes to longer and shorter processing cycle, I'll give you an example of bread and car. You tell me, in which of these products longer processing cycle will be there, and in which case shorter production cycle will be there? Will bread take more time to get converted from a raw material to finished product, or will car take more time from a raw material to finished product?
Car will take more time to
Hello,
be finished.
sorry.
Car will take more time.
Yeah, car will take more time for production cycle. Produce होने में कितना time लगता है? Car will take more time in when we are manufacturing car, producing car. It will take more time to get converted, yeah, to be into the finalized product, to be in the form of finalized product. Whereas in case of bread, it will take a day or so. Just a mixture of maida and all, and yeast and all, and the bread is ready within a day or so. Bread is a consumer product. It is available every day, right? You can just order, you can go and you can order the bread, and the bakery people can even produce a product, and they can prepare the bread also for you within a day or so. Just like the case of bread, cake, pastries, the production cycle of these products are shorter, whereas when we are coming to cars, the production cycle is longer. So when we are talking about the shorter ones, working capital will be required, will be low in firms with shorter processing cycle. The firms, yeah, the products having shorter production cycle or shorter processing cycle will require less working capital, whereas the working capital requirement will be more in firms with longer processing cycle. How? Suppose you are manufacturing, you are producing bread, you have produced bread today, and it will be sold by tomorrow, day after, or within 10 days or so, right? So you will get the cash, right, directly within 15 days or so. So your working capital will be low in case of products with shorter processing cycle. You will be having current assets बढ़ गए आपके. When your bread will be sold, you will be getting cash increase, working capital increase. But in case of car is having longer production cycle. To make a car from a raw material to a finished product, it will take around 6 months. So for 6 months, your cash is blocked up. After 6 months, you will get your cash back. So working capital requirement will be higher in case of firms with longer processing cycle, and it will be lower with shorter processing or production cycle. So this was all about the requirements of working capital, the factors affecting working capital requirement. I hope it is clear to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Great. So I'll be sending these e-notes to you within 2 minutes. So bye, take care, God bless you all. If you have any problem, you can give me a call. Bye, beta.